The sense there that the climate politics are certainly not over. As we've been covering this afternoon, a plan to achieve net zero carbon emissions by 2050 has been released by the federal government, but Labor says it provides little detail. The official booklet released by the Prime Minister, Scott Morrison, states that the plan is based on existing policies and Australia will take advantage of new economic opportunities. ACOSS CEO Cassandra Goldie joins me now. Cassandra, big announcement today by the Prime Minister. Are you pleased to see it?
Well, Patricia, it's certainly an important day in terms of that finally getting that significant shift from this government to commit to at least net zero by 2050. We won't be the first to say that it is nowhere near what is needed in terms of the 2030 target. We're very concerned about that because I can assure you, for people on low incomes around Australia, we've known for days, for weeks and for years that delay only is more damaging than ever for people on low incomes, both with the devastating effects of bushfires, heat waves, and of course with the technologies and where markets are going. We've got people on low incomes now in hot boxes, paying 4 times as much for their energy bills as people on higher incomes because they cannot get the kind of energy efficiency arrangements, the kind of technologies available to them. So without action, without a plan, they have been left behind. And so, of course, we welcome that we're at this point now. It is a huge relief, but we have to now go faster and certainly fairer. There's not enough detail in this plan for us to say it is clearly missing in action, but we're concerned. We don't see anything in this plan which will deliver for those kinds of solutions for people on low incomes. The plan seems to suggest that it's about reducing the cost of technologies and just letting markets drive the rest. That will not do it, Patricia. It will mean that people on low incomes, and including particularly in regional areas, those in rental properties, etc., would be left behind. So we had said, put the dollars into large-scale energy efficiency measures, retrofitting low-income homes. There was broad support for that. It would have created bundles of great jobs, clean jobs, great jobs for people who are worried about where their next job might come from, and we deliver a great social policy outcome. Of course, that's the kind of plan detail we need. And what we're very worried about is with this huge pressure from fossil fuel industries, that the pressure will be just to put billions into things like carbon capture initiatives, which overwhelmingly all they're doing is delaying us in terms of our emission reduction, because that's the big agenda we've got to deliver here, and we've got to deliver it fairly.
In the plan, there is estimates around job creation in some of these clean jobs in regional and rural areas that have been the Nationals' concern. Obviously, that jobs is part of the agenda for the work that you do, delivering jobs and helping people, receive higher incomes for those jobs. Are you satisfied with that part, or do you feel like we don't have enough detail on what that looks like?
Well, this has been a plan that's been developed seriously behind closed doors, Patricia. Nobody that we're aware of representing, for example, the interests of people who are worried about their jobs from the union movement have been directly involved in this. Together with the unions, we've urged for creating an energy transition authority, which ensures that the dollars needed to support transition into new jobs, to support community level planning about transformation from one industry, the dirty industries, into the great clean industries of the future, that is a transparent process. Right around Australia, there are local people involved in, these fossil fuel industries who know that they want the next stage. They know that if it's just left to markets, they are really worried about what their future will be. We don't have to have that as the plan. We can have a great plan which is about local community leadership, but that's got to have the right kind of support. So the risk for us to watch here is that it's not about billions going to existing businesses without that kind of transparency to say that this is actually about investing in local economies and local jobs. Now, there are great examples of how that's been done overseas, and that's what we don't yet have is the arrangements for local community governance over where these dollars go.
Cassandra, obviously, you know, the low-income people and the energy prices they pay is key. We've only got 30 seconds on this because the program's about to end, but is there any idea about the reduction of energy prices as a result of the transition?
Well, for low-income people, Patricia, if we didn't do anything, their energy bills are just going up because they are not getting access to the energy efficiency arrangements that so many people, you know, people who are wealthy, many of them are not paying anything for their energy anymore because of the great technologies available. So that's the kind of fair outcome we need to fix here. If there was one thing that we would urge the government to put into this plan yesterday, it's a large-scale rollout of energy efficiency for low-income homes. Great jobs and really great outcomes for people who are trying to make ends meet.
Thanks, Cass. That's Cassandra Goldie. She's the ACOSS CEO. And that's afternoon.